Hi, I'm Helen, and today I want to talk to you about why discounts don't work and what they actually do to your customer's brain, to your perception, to your positioning, to your brand. Every time one of my clients asks me to create a new promotion or a coupon, I always ask why. Why do you need it? What's wrong with your price? And the answer is always the same. Because we want to sell more. Duh. And whatever it is, fashion, services, shoes or courses, the assumption is always the same. Make it cheaper and they will come. More people will simply buy more of your stuff because it's cheap, or at least cheaper. It's the demand curve, right? We all know and love. Lower prices always equal higher demand. Besides, my clients tell me, my competitor just dropped their prices, they have a 30% sale, what can I do? I must do the same. And besides, everybody does it. Come on, look around. That's what consumers want. We are all simply looking for the lowest price, aren't we? Besides, how will I make them buy if it's not the cheapest? But research has shown quite the contrary. Discounts actually hurt your sales long-term and short-term and are absolutely devastating to your brand. Especially if you're not a large corporation that can withstand sometimes temporary price wars. To a smaller business, price wars means spiraling down to the bottom with lower prices that can destroy your business. For the last 15 years, I've been helping businesses to make better pricing decisions. So I really wanted to help you and to start a conversation of what you can do instead of discounts. And I wanted to start with Gap. Because unfortunately, Gap has become a prime example of what not to do in terms of pricing. When I moved to America, I really wanted to shop at the Gap because it's just such a local American thing to do. But I was unpleasantly surprised by the prices, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how absolutely everyone can buy a $50 t-shirt. It seemed kind of crazy to me at the time and not worth it for such a basic piece of clothing. I wasn't used to coupons, so it took me some time to understand, but then I realized that nobody actually pays $50 for a t-shirt. There's always a coupon. A promotion, a 30, 40, 50% off, sale on sale, double the clearance, some special, to bring the t-shirt to a more reasonable price of $20 to $30. Once I even managed to buy $90 jeans for $70, and I felt amazing, like the safest shopper in the entire universe. But over time it changed my perception, and I no longer wanted to shop there, but started thinking of the Gap as this overpriced discount basic heaven. You probably noticed that in the last decade it became increasingly unusual to pay full price for anything at the Gap. And many retailers are starting to understand the damage of discounting and are trying to step away from price cuts. But Gap, they don't seem to slow down. And to no one's surprise, they have been experiencing extremely disappointing couple of years. They're closing store and having to out-discount themselves to bring people to buy. Recently, Business Insider called their frequent 70% off a deadly retail mistake. So what actually happens to your brand when you discount? Well, first, you're simply teaching your customers an unprofitable shopping behavior. It's simple. The more you discount, the less people want to pay full price. Why would I pay full price when there's always another sale tomorrow? People learn to expect cheaper and cheaper prices from you, and now your full price seems too high, and your value started to seem too low. Second, when you do run promotions, they don't work as well, and they end up costing you in ad spend more than you actually make in sales. Because the point of a special is to make us feel like we'll be missing out this amazing opportunity. But now there's no urgency, no fear of missing out. because there's always another sale tomorrow. And your shoppers are not all that impressed with your 20% off now. They're now expected 30%, a higher discount, and your sales just keep spiraling down. Your sales cycle becomes longer and longer, and your inventory turnover becomes slower and slower, especially in the premium fashion business. Research has shown it actually takes 20% longer to sell a fashion item once it goes on sale, especially once it goes on clearance, because these are the leftovers nobody wants. And you don't have to discount. You can follow many big and small brands such as UGG, Apple, Tix that never discount and invest in branding and amazing products instead. Well, I hope I at least convinced you to rethink your next 20% coupon. But you must be wondering, well, it's all nice and interesting, but what should I do? Everybody does it. So in the next couple of weeks, I'll be sharing some research findings from consumer behavior psychology and behavior economics research to help you make better pricing decisions. So be sure to follow me. And if you have any questions, please post them in the comments, and happy pricing!